Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk to you about some natural ways you can treat your chronic migraines to help you to just feel better and have a little bit less pain. For those of you who are new here, I'm Amy Esther. I have several chronic illnesses and I get chronic migraines as a result of those chronic illnesses, and it is not very fun. I do not enjoy my migraines, and I've tried a lot of different things. I've tried the medication route, and for me, it just doesn't really work. I get pretty severe side effects from any medication. So very few pain medications help me. I can take ibuprofen. When I'm pregnant, I can take just a tiny bit of Tylenol, but I really can't take much more than that. Anything like Excedrin, especially any prescription strength pain medications, they just make me so much worse. I get different symptoms that are just not even worth the pain relief because I'm just in more pain, but in a different way. And it's just not worth it to me. So I have been searching for things to help me with my migraines, and I found a pretty good list because I have suffered from migraines for a long time. So kind of like my little backstory is I've had migraines since I was in high school. I am now 25, and so I've had them for about 10 years now. And I've had years where they're worse, years where they're not as bad, and I found a lot of different ways that have helped me to control my migraines and to help when I get a migraine, as well as help prevent migraines, because I do get them very often. I still maybe get one a week or so that's pretty severe, and then maybe once a month I have one where I can't even open my eyes, but every week I probably get one where I'm in so much pain I don't want to open my eyes, but like I could. And then a few times a week I'll have just kind of a general headache or a small migraine. I have one right now. I can feel it up in my shoulder. I can feel it coming out to my head. So I have one right now, and it's a small one luckily, so I'm still able to film this video for you, but I do suffer from a lot of chronic migraines and headaches, and so I want to share my tips with you today about how to treat those naturally. If you are new here, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I make videos about my life with chronic illness. Like I said, I have lots of chronic illnesses, including migraines, but I get a lot of chronic pain everywhere. So if you want to know how I do all the things, how I live life while living with chronic pain, then you're going to want to make sure you subscribe and turn on that bell notification so you don't miss every time I post a video, because I post multiple times a week for you guys. So that was a long intro, but let's get started with some of the things that I do to treat my migraines naturally. And I want to start with the things I try to prevent my migraines to do in advance before I get a migraine. So the first thing is food. Now, you probably have some food triggers that will trigger your migraines, and I can't tell you exactly what that would be because all of our bodies are different. For me, sugar is probably the number one that gives me migraines. Almost anytime I eat sugar, fruit, sometimes I'm okay with fruit, but even then, if I eat too much fruit, I'll still get a migraine. But besides that, like I swear, any type of sugar gives me a migraine. And if I have a lot of sugar in one sitting, I just know I'm going to have a bad migraine that night. Also a lot of carbs. If I have like a heavy carb meal, like a lot of bread or pasta or something like that, I'll usually end up getting a migraine that night. So those are my triggers. Some people have nightshades. In fact, I have a theory that nightshades cause me migraines as well. And I went off nightshades for a while, and I'm currently pregnant and I'm just having a hard time staying off them. But once I am not pregnant anymore, I plan to try to go off nightshades as well, because I think that those are also causing me migraines, and I've heard a lot of people who have suffered from migraines because of nightshades, and those, you can Google it, but it's like tomatoes and potatoes and those types of things. So you can try to avoid some of those. I would honestly just Google foods that cause migraines and just start one at a time. Just eliminate one for a couple weeks, see if it helps. If it doesn't, put it back in your diet, try something else. You can also try the elimination diet, which is where you basically take everything out and start over. It's really hard. I've done it before for some of my stomach issues. That's really hard, but if you are really struggling with migraines, then you might want to try that and just try eliminating things either all at once or one at a time, to try to figure out what it is, what types of foods cause you more migraines than others. Going along with that is just eat healthy. If you have searched for foods that cause you migraines and maybe you found some, but you're still getting migraines, or you did the elimination diet and you still can't figure it out, try to at least eat healthy, because anytime you eat highly processed foods, high sugar foods, high carb foods, then you're typically going to be less healthy. It can cause so many different problems, including migraines. So try to eat a healthy, balanced diet. Even if you're not going to try eliminating foods, just try to eat a little bit healthier, as well as drinks such as alcohol, caffeine. Those can cause you to have more migraines as well. Caffeine, especially. I personally don't drink caffeine or alcohol, but I've heard a lot of people who do that said stopping it. First they stopped it and they got worse, and then the longer they went, the better their migraines got, because their bodies kind of were relying on those things at first. And so that's why they initially got worse, but over time it actually got better. So that's something to definitely try. If you drink caffeine, if you have to have your coffee every day, or you drink maybe soda, or you drink a lot of alcohol, I would try limiting or completely eliminating, if possible, those, because it can really help calm those migraine pains. Okay, something else that helps me a lot is massages. So my migraines typically start in the top of my neck. Actually, they're always on this side. I don't know why I did both sides. Mine always start on this side. They always come up on this side of my head. And so I get massages. I prefer to get professional massages. And usually that night I'll end up getting a migraine right after, and then the next couple weeks after they'll be way better. And my massage therapist told me that it's because working in that tissue can cause the migraine to come on. Okay, I don't know what he said. He said something a lot smarter than what I just said, but basically they work through that tissue. And so it can cause you to have a headache soon after having that massage, but then in the long run, it's better. So when I am more consistent with getting my professional massages, the better I do. But it just depends on financially how we're doing, where the world's at, because you never know with all this crazy stuff that's happened this past year, when things are going to shut down, what's available. And so I definitely haven't gotten as many as I should have this year. But they definitely help me a lot. If I can't afford it or it's not available to me, I'll have my husband massage it. And he actually does a really good job. I'm really blessed to have him. And he will massage my neck, and that will help, just help those muscles not get so tense right there. And another way to help not get so tense there, which is a lot of our migraines and headaches come from, tension and stress, is to relieve your stress. So doing meditation, doing yoga, writing in your journal, anything you can do to decrease stress. You could also get a life coach. Fun fact, I'm a life coach. You can learn more about that in the description below. If you want to be coached by me, you can also get a counselor. Just find yourself something that can help you decrease stress, that can really help calm the muscles that are causing migraines, and it can just cause stress migraines that we get all the time. And so if you can calm that stress, it can really help you out. Also going along with that is having good posture. I think I have terrible posture, which is another reason why I get really bad migraines. It's because I slouch and I just need to keep my shoulders back. Oh man, my neck is really hurting. It is coming on, you guys. It's coming on. It's okay. We can get through this video. But having better posture, working on your posture can really help as well. And then also your sleep. People who get worse sleep are going to be in more pain and have more migraines. Sleep can just cause so many problems when you don't get good sleep. So try really hard to get good sleep. Go to bed at the same time. Wake up at the same time every day. Don't let yourself sleep in, because that's going to throw your rhythm off and you're not going to sleep as well the next night. Make sure you're not on your phone or watching TV right before bed. Maybe journal before bed, take a warm bath before bed, calm yourself down, journal out any of your anxieties you're having to try to help you sleep better. Any way you can get better sleep, I promise you will help your migraines. You're also going to want to exercise regularly. That will really help, especially if you're exercising muscles up here. They can help the muscles up here. I don't know how it works, but when I work out muscles up here, it definitely helps my migraines. Exercising it releases endorphins, and so it just makes you feel happier and in less pain anyway. It's really good for you. I found that if I already have a migraine, exercising makes it worse, but if I'm preventing it, then exercise can really help me. You're also going to want to stay hydrated. Make sure you're drinking lots and lots of water. I have my water right here, and every once in a while I'll take a sip and make sure I'm staying hydrated, because dehydration can cause headaches and migraines. And that is something you can prevent just by drinking water. How simple and easy is that? So make sure you're drinking a lot of water. Have electrolytes with your water to keep that water in your system and keep you as hydrated as possible. And then also you can do things like pressure points. I have the doth piercing, and I actually have a video going up 2 days from now, which is an update on my doth piercing, how it worked. Some people, it works really well. Some people, it doesn't work at all. I will share my experience in that video, not to bore you here. But you can try those types of things. There's lots of different like acupuncture points that you can try. Getting acupuncture, I've heard, has helped as well. But something like that, that's a little non-traditional, but some people have found a lot of help from it. And the last thing you can do to try and prevent migraines is to have like your vitamins and minerals checked. So sometimes magnesium or B vitamins, being low in those can cause more headaches and migraines. So I would just go to your doctor and see if they can check some of those things. Iron can also cause some more headaches and migraines. So have those levels checked, and maybe you need to be on an iron or magnesium supplement to help those kind of things. I'm not a huge supplement person, so I don't really have any supplements to share with you. I've tried a lot. I just haven't found a lot of success with them. But if I have a vitamin that's low and I take that vitamin, that does help. I just haven't found any like specific vitamins and minerals that help my migraines more than others, if that makes sense. Okay, let's talk about how to treat it once you have a migraine. Okay, so you're sitting here with a migraine like I am right now, and the first thing you want to do is ice. So this is my ice pack, and it is from reliefpacks.com. Oh, that's loud. I will link them down below, but I really like this because, oh, look at that. That feels nice. Okay, can I leave this on the rest of the video? Will you guys judge me? Feels so good. I'll put it on my neck. Does that look better? Okay, we might leave this on my neck because I'm seriously getting a migraine and it's hurting so bad. Anyway, so I love this relief pack because I have other ice packs, and when I put them in the freezer, they are like ice, right? They're icicles, and they're like almost too cold, where it like burns my skin because they're so cold. And so I have to wrap it up in a towel, and then it's either not cold enough or it gets all wet. It's just like, I always have problems with them when they're too cold. So this one's perfect because it gets really cold, but not cold enough that it like burns my skin. Or I can set this as is on my skin, and it's the perfect temperature where it calms my nerves and my head and everything. But it's beaded, which I like because then it like forms to your body, forms to wherever you want to put it. But it's not like one of those like super ice packs that are literally just ice and then it burns your skin, but you're trying to help your migraine, so you do it anyways, and then you have this like ice burn on your skin, because that always happened to me. And so this I love. I will link it down below. They also have, so mine is unscented, but they have some that are lavender scented, which I've actually heard some people find relief from the lavender scent. I personally am very sensitive to smells when I'm having a migraine. And so I don't like the smell, but some people find a lot of relief from that. So if you find relief from lavender or essential oils, they have these where they're scented with essential oils. And so if that is helpful for you, you can totally try those as well. But I will link them down below. They're really helpful for me. I love these. And seriously, it feels so good on my neck. So what I used to do, which you can do if you are on a budget, is go get a towel, like a washcloth, get it wet, and then put it in the freezer for 10 minutes or so, and then put that on your head or your neck. That's what I used to do, and then my whole bed would be like sopping wet after. So it did work. Like, I love doing that for a really long time, but it had some side effects, right? So maybe put a big towel down to soak up any of the water that comes out, but that's what I used to do. And then I'd cover up my eyes with it. So now I just get my eye mask that I sleep with every night. I can't sleep without an eye mask. So I sleep with an eye mask, but I put that on, and then I have my ice pack on either my shoulder or my head, or sometimes I'll just do both. And cutting out any light and sound and smell is essential when you have a bad migraine. So have something cold on there and then cut out all the senses. And if you do good with lavender, then that might help. But if not, cut out all the senses, because that, I don't know why, it's the weirdest thing, but like I smell something strong when I have a migraine and it hurts my head more. It's so weird. Light hurts. And then also like if I have like a weird taste in my mouth, I don't know. It's the weirdest thing, but try to cut out all the senses. Try not to have any music or anything on in the background. I know sometimes when I don't feel good, I'll be like, oh, I should just watch a show, and that makes it way worse. So you also want to limit any kind of screen time. So don't be on any screens when you have a migraine. And I feel like this is common sense, but like I've talked to people who they're like, yeah, I just was trying to distract myself playing this game with my migraine. And I'm like, no wonder it's gotten worse because you're staring at a screen. So off any screens, that's TV, computers, phones, don't be on any of those. Just have your ice pack, completely black room, no sight, no sound, no smell, no taste in your mouth. You just want to have all your senses as blank as possible, and that will help your migraine a lot. It also helps when I have my husband massage my neck or my head when I am having a migraine. So like massaging my temples here. Oh, that feels good. Massaging my neck, that knot in my neck that all my migraines come up from helps a lot. So I'll usually have him do a little massage anytime I get a bad migraine. In fact, I might have him go do that after he's off work today because it's coming. And the sooner I can get that, the better. The sooner I can get the ice pack on my shoulder or my head, the sooner I can get off screens and TVs and all of that, the better my migraines turn out. The worse they get if I'm like, oh, I'm starting to get a migraine, but I'm just going to have this cookie and I'm just going to watch this show, right? When I eat the sugar and I watch TV and I get on my phone, then my migraine just gets worse. So I gotta nip it in the butt as fast as possible. So I highly suggest doing all these techniques as soon as you feel like your migraine is coming on. For example, as soon as I finish this video, we are turning out that light and I'm gonna turn off as much light, or at least dim the lights. Like when I'm having a really severe migraine, I'll completely black out. But if I'm just feeling one start, I'll just kind of dim the lights. I'll maybe shut the shades and just dim it a little bit, and that will help a lot so that it doesn't get to that point where I can't open my eyes. And then my last tip for you guys, is to do some kind of meditation or breathing techniques when you're having your migraines. So I like to do mindfulness, which is basically like where you stop thinking about anything except your body. You're just thinking about your body and nothing else. So I like to do mindfulness, and you can Google it, look up YouTube videos. I'm not an expert. I took a class once, but I'm no expert on it. But the techniques that I learned about mindfulness really help me when I'm feeling a migraine. And then I do a lot of meditation. If you need more help and you're struggling with feeling the pain and you're getting upset and frustrated when you feel pain, I do have a program where I teach you how to be happy when you're in pain. Basically the gist of it, but there's a lot more information. I will link it down below. So I have a course called Chronically Me, where I teach you how to be okay with pain, how to not get stressed out and frustrated when you're having a migraine or you're having whatever pain you're having. So if you're interested in that, I will leave that down below. And if you guys have any tips for me to help with my migraines, or anyone watching this video, will you leave them in the comments below? If you have any questions for me, every Wednesday I get on and do a live Q&A with you guys. So you can leave questions in the comments and I will use those in the Q&A, or you can come to the Q&A live 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time every Wednesday. And I'm happy to answer any questions you have for me about migraines or anything else about life with chronic illness. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, especially if you have migraines, because I deal with those and I talk about them here on my channel every single week. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, if it helped you, and I will see you guys next time.